minute early. So anyone who's an early bird with me, cheers. And a very warm welcome to the Katie's Arms. Boom, here we are. Welcome, welcome, hello. Lovely to see you. I'm not sure that I let people know we were having a Katie's Arms tonight, so I just work on the basis, well, if I'm here drinking alone, so be it. How are you all? Welcome, one and all. Hello, my loves. Hello, welcome, welcome. Come on in, come on in. Grab yourself a seat. Pull up a stool. Pull up a stool at the bar. Grab an ashtray and settle in. How are we doing? Time to encourage alcoholism. Yes, exactly. If I'm able to persuade you to drink, then maybe you weren't in such a good place originally. So I'm not going to take the blame for that. Hello, Idaho is here. Guadalajara is here. Were you trying to catch me out there? Guadalajara. Guadalajara. To say it the same way that I say vagina. Hello from Finland is here. Happy Friday. Hello. I'm just checking us all in from where we are all over the planet. Wandsworth. Jolly good. The prison is here. Fabulous. Oops. I forgot to stop drinking. I should explain. Anybody who is Chile is here. Oh, hello. And Florida. Thank God for Florida. We're jealous of your sunshine right now. If anybody is new here this evening, thank you for joining. This is our online pub. It's our online bar. Everybody is welcome. You can think what you want, disagree with me, disagree with other people on here. Sheffield's here, Northern Ireland. Hello, my loves, dying to get to Northern Ireland on tour. You can be whatever you want, and you basically just sit there and hopefully drink along, or not if you're a recovering alcoholic, which I completely respect, because you have more willpower than me. And everybody just has a lovely time. The Geordies are in the house. Oh, come along. Cheltenham is here too, and St Neots and Dagenham and Peterborough. Yes, I could just spend half an hour, I think, reading out where we all come from. The point is, of the pub. Well, there's many points to the pub, but as you can hear, Manchester is here. Scarbados. Does that mean Scarborough? Or does it mean, no, it means Scarborough, not Barbados, but Scarbados, get it? Okay, yes, thank you very much for all the kind things. This is all just lighting. You see me when I'm doing my rants from the middle of a field with two dogs, where I've got a face like a slapped arse. That's really me. In here, I've got these lights, and that's why you look better. So it's, my mother says, oh, you look very nice. It's just lights. It really is. And you can refer to any video I did earlier this week to see the reality. And the reality is not all that. Let me tell you. I need to show you these. Do these work? Can you see these? Or are they back to front? I need one of our lovely... Here we are. Can you see? Can you see? Well, let me tell you. They say, fuck it. Leeds is here. Come on, Leeds. And Bristol. Well done. Lights and filters. Yeah, although I don't think this has a filter. I haven't put anything... I don't even know how cameras work. But it doesn't have a filter. But it's definitely lights. There's two big lights here. Honestly, that's it. They're back to front. Okay, they're actually on the right way. But I guess this camera's back to front. Anyway, my earrings, look, say fuck it. Just so that if anyone was looking across at me, say, you know, thinking, why does that woman smell a bit like piss? Or something like that. I mean, I don't know. Then they would see that I'm well past the point of giving one single shiny shit. And they'd be like, oh, look at her earrings. Best leave her alone. I'm going to tell you a secret because I don't have any secrets. I've reached 5 supporters. Don't forget to thank them. I don't know what I'm thanking you for, but thank you. I think you can do this thing where you buy a badge. And I think what that means is like I get like a couple of dollars, and I think Instagram takes, I don't know how much they take from you. But thank you. You're all just terrific. I can't even begin to tell you how great you are. So many things. So what can happen is, oh yes, I don't know where they're from. I promise to find out and put it up here. And maybe we could try and get them in stock at the shop at Katie's Arms. But we need these, don't we, in our lives? Just fuck it. just fuck off. Fuck off. Hasn't it been, oh, I'm coming to Newcastle, but it's sold out already. The tour dates went live today and everything's selling out already. And so, which is amazing, but also like, come on, I need a bigger venue. I need to do Live at the Apollo, but just the different version, where it's actually fucking funny. A very different kind of or maybe a Palladium, Live at the Palladium, where actually we have a laugh, as opposed to to the woke shits. I think we're going to go off on one. You better brace yourselves, because I feel it coming on. Have you had one of these weeks? How about entertaining the illegals on Bibby.com? I think all you have to do on there is shout fire. They're all fucked. It's not funny at all. Have you had one of those weeks? If you live here in the UK, people are buying badges. You just are so sweet. I think that's how this works. I'd rather we didn't give money to Instagram, really. Fuckers. My language has taken a turn. Let's drink some more and then we'll see what happens. Did I finish explaining what the pub was? Anyway, it's this. Basically this. Yes. No Scotland dates. I've tried, keep trying, and then these theatres keep bailing. And what's happening now is the theatre manager wants to do it because he knows it'd be brilliant, but there's someone else, the board or the shareholders or the council say, no, it's pathetic, but we'll just keep going. I just keep edging away. Other theatres see that we sell out. I have to do this kind of attrition, right, where I have to take the hits. You guys don't get the venues that you want. I have to take the battering where a bunch of people on the board say, no, she can't come, she's vile. And I have to take all of their rude words about me. But I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to keep doing it because one day I'm going to break these bastards. School holidays, right? A, school holidays. B, oh my God, I just remembered Cake Gate today with that weird woman in her car. I didn't know about the emails. I didn't ask for a free cake and I got nothing to do with it. What a twat. Celebrities, we will talk about what we were just about to talk about. Oh yeah, how it's been a bit shit this week. Celebrities asking for free shit. Fuck off. Go away. Go away, you absolute turd. No one, okay, you were on Love Island once. Okay, you were on Coronation Street. Okay, so you're on Coronation Street 5 days a week because that's your job, to pretend to live on a street that doesn't exist. Brilliant, well done. Yeah, well done. Oh, well done. Someone writes words for you and you say them and that's your job. Great, brilliant. Totally happy for you. Don't ask for free shit from hardworking people. You want a cake, bird? Frankly, you don't look like you eat cake. You look like you eat nuts or seeds. What's her name? Is it Tildesley? I just asked for a badge. Did I fuck? I said I was explaining what I think badges are. Fuck off, did I ask for a badge? Tell me what she's called. Tildesley? Fuck knows, I was doing an impression of her. Anyway, fuck off with your asking for free shit. Nice men and nice women who frankly have to go to a supermarket to buy shit, and there are security tags now on cheese. They're making this stuff to try and earn a living, to try and scrimp together enough money to be able to go on a holiday, to try and see some sunshine. And you want free shit because you're on Coronation Street. Please, have a look in the mirror. You're not that special. Okay, got that off my chest. It's been a bit of a shitty week for everybody. Like, I don't want to do a Catherine Tildesley. That's it. It's Catherine Tildesley. Say hello, my first time live. Oh, hello. Welcome. Don't be frightened. Don't be afeared. This is kind of how it is. All these people on here are darling. They're really the Catherine Tildesley. There we go. So, all these people are lovely. And the point of Katie's Arms was to make you laugh, mostly at me, really. And then also some people are like, she's lost the plot. She's totally lost it. I was like this all along. Other people say, she's drunk. I'm not drunk. This is what I'm like. And so just to let you see you're not alone. Look, Look, see, do you see all these people? Okay, so I think now 15 people bought a badge. You guys are properly crazy. Darlings, we don't have money for cheese. We can't afford cheese and we have to have our bags checked at the supermarket. Stop buying things. Even though it's really kind, but I'm not very good at kind things, so stop. What should we talk about next? Do you want to talk about Lizzo? Do you want to talk about Dan Wootton? Do you want to talk about climate boiling? Or do you want to talk about Bear Grylls? All of these things are hilarious. Shall we start with Bear Grylls? So, don't lie to the newbie. I think that's someone saying this. But yes, the point is you're not alone, because look at you all. Look, 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 look. Can we talk about my motorbike? You can if you like. It's a dirt bike, so that one day when West Midlands police really come for my ass, I can get myself onto my trail bike, piss off through the lanes here and disappear into thin air. That's the plan. It's all ready. It's all locked and loaded in. I know my exit route. Always know. So this is good advice for life. It's been part of my life for about 20 years, but for your life, always know your exit route. So wherever you are, you should know your exit route. It doesn't matter if you're in it's really important if you're in a hotel, but if you're in a room, what are your ideally two points of exit? Always know those. And that, for me, that includes my home address for obvious reasons. So I know my exit, I know where I'm going, and I know where I disappear to. I'll still do Katie's Arms from there, don't worry. I'll never leave you, really. I bought a badge, no cheese. Yeah, so, you know, if you're buying badges for me, obviously you're going without cheese for the week. So, I don't know, you make your own life choices. I can't condone your behaviour. I'm not a grifter, what can I say? So, Bear Grylls. You know Bear Grylls? Yes, tell us about Bear. So funny. Bear Grylls, you know, Mr. What's the thing he does? Is it Survivor or something? What's the programme where it's like, ooh, Bear Grylls, living in the wild, ooh, eating only his own toenails to survive, ooh, Bear Grylls. So, he's at the World Scout Camp. And for some reason that none of us know, waking up at 5 a.m. in Australia. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. Moonlight Sonata on the piano. Yes, I can do that. So, Bear Grylls. Hard guy. Yeah, I can live just on, you know, just look under this rock. Oh, look, there's a bug. I'm Bear Grylls. Yeah, I could survive anything. I don't know what that was. That's him, right? So, and he's so posh as well. I went to the poshest boarding school. He's got the signet ring, you know, the one they wear. They all have it. Prince Harry has one. The ring of inordinate wealth. They can barely move. They have to drag their hand. Oops. It's a bit Joey Deacon. They have to drag their signet ring along the floor to show how wealthy they are. So he's in South Korea. Bear Grylls is a prick. I totally agree with that, actually. His brother's great, though. And I think Bear follows me. Never invited me on your outdoor survival shit, did you? You know why that is, Bear? Yeah, because I live longer than you. Yeah. He's on Scout Camp, South Korea. It is bloody hot there, only because it's always hot. Like, before everyone gets all, climb it. It's just always pissing hot there. It's even more pissing hot than normal. They've got 4,000, I think, Scout kids from the UK. No one was prepared. No one had any water in. These kids can't get what they need. And Bear Grylls is on stage. Please look for this. Bear Grylls is literally sweating his nuts off. There is sweat coming off the sweat. He's basically just one big sweat on stage. And he's got his Madonna mic, because he's Bear Grylls, yeah. And he's got his doodle-doodle-oo thing with his toggle, yeah. Because I'm chief, what is he, chief scout, Bear Grylls, yeah. And then there's just sweat and sweat. I so want to be there to watch Bear Grylls suffering. You're at a scout camp, Bear. Deal with it. Dib, 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 dob, dob, dob. You're supposed to be a hard guy, Bear. Bear, you're a bit hot, love. Bit hot. You dehydrated. You want to put some salts in. You know what you should do, Bear? Drink your own piss, Bear. Look, watch. See? Oh, God, yeah. Drink your own piss. That's what you tell them all. That's what you should do. You have to Google him. He is sweating from his larynx. And I just want to be there to heckle. Not so tough now, I would. Careful, Bear. You slip over your own feet, Bear. Why don't you drink your own piss? Okay, shall we move to Lizzo? Am I coming to the ULEZ protest tomorrow? Shit balls. I'm not, but I will push and promote. That could be a great use for me. Let's talk Lizzo. So, oh, I needed that. Your sound hasn't gone. I was just drinking. You want to do Dan Wootton? Okay. I mean, you don't want to do Dan Wootton, obviously. Jesus, who knows what you might catch. Let's do Lizzo first, shall we? So, let us bear in mind, it doesn't matter one single shit to me if you're black. It doesn't matter one single shit to me if you're 18 times the size of Bibi Stockholm, the floating house brick that's going to house migrants, right? It doesn't matter how big you are. It's none of my business as long as you don't ask me to have pity or pay for your new hip or your new knees or buy you food or buy the idea that you're fat because it runs in the family, you've got big bones, you're on medication, you've got bad hormones, your something isn't working properly. Yeah, so you know what I mean? Just be as fat as you like. I'm like totally your thing. So, doesn't matter that she's black, doesn't matter that she's fat, doesn't matter. So now Lizzo, is that what she's like? Well, anyway, Lizzo is being sued, I think, by her former dancers for being fattest, racist, and sexist. So this thundering great fat and black lady who's a brilliant singer and entertainer, loads of people love her, like my mum totally loves her, she plays the flute, although on Lizzo, I'm not going to lie, like no criticism, but the flute, like on a normal person, the flute is, you know, the flute is here, isn't it, doodaloo. On Lizzo, obviously, it's a bit more like this, because Lizzo is, there's sort of perspective, looks more like a piccolo, I guess, but that's also fine. I mean, brilliant, like be whatever you want to be. It's just that how can you sue the biggest, fattest, lovely black lady who's a female for being fattest, sexist and racist? In my mind, what I think is, because Lizzo used to sleep in her car, right, before she became well known, because no one wanted anything to do with her because she was big. I mean, had to have been a fucking great big car. But she's been very successful. My thought is, have these dancers, right, did they think it was going to be just like, ooh, you know, all super fine just because they were black and fat? These three dancers that were being interviewed, they're all like, she's this, she's that, she's this. But the thing is it enough just to be black and fat and female? Like, did you think you were going to be successful with Lizzo just because you were those three things? Because what if it was just that you were a bit shit at dancing? Or you had a bit of an attitude? I don't know. What didn't you do? Or maybe you didn't turn up on time. Or it probably was. Maybe it wasn't that that she was racist because you're black. Or maybe she was sexist because you're a woman. Or she was fattest because you're fat. Maybe you were just a bit shit at your job. I mean, I don't know any of these things. All I'm saying is that they're all sat there with like these rolls. Like they have like a boob roll. Then they have another roll. Then there's a roll that roll sits on, right? And then I imagine under the table, there'll be that whole gump thing that I used to have. My energy is brilliant. Didn't she do something odd with the banana? Did she? What did she do? Did she place it into her lady flute? Am I a vegan? Is that a serious question? Sorry. So you're asking me, am I a vegan? You don't get built like this, eating nuts, let me tell you. I have to suck on the bleeding stump of a cow that's just had its legs severed to look this good. Am I a vegan? Daft arse. I'm from farming stock. I love farmers. My daughter's a farmer. No, I'm not a fucking vegan. Andrew Tate. Frankly, my opinion doesn't matter, does it? But I don't think he should have been under house arrest. I think he was taken down by the powerful when he criticised Greta Thunberg, and I don't think they like him because he's sussed them out, he knows the truth, and he's not going to cave in for anyone. I have to say another thing. Can I play the piano? Yes. Can I do a send-up at our daughter's wedding tomorrow? Yes. I would love to do. I've thought, actually, what I should do is some kind of big hen night thing. So, like, if everybody's got their hen nights, and it doesn't really matter when your wedding is, but that we would have a Hopkins hen night. So, I mean, maybe you're not even getting married. We just call it the fucking Hopkins hen night, and we just pile in. And if it's a hen night as well, you bring all your hens, and we just have a, proper rip at it. But yeah, actually doing weddings and send up for weddings would be just so fun, because it would be done in a really sort of fun way, but it would be really fun. I'd love to do that. Anyway, Andrew Tate. So I think let him get out there, let him get out. I love that he's being macho. I love that he's like, here's my testicles, suck on them. Boop, boop, boop. I couldn't really give a shit what other women have agreed to do with him, because if they agree to it, it's fine by me. But I am a little bit like, I feel like there's been, and I haven't said this out loud because I don't want to appear as if I'm criticising. But, the famous but, I do think there's been quite a few people that have gone over to him to do interviews now. You know what I mean? Sorry, is there anyone that hasn't? Sorry, is there anyone that hasn't been over to interview Andrew Tate? Yeah, he's on house arrest. I mean, he's not anymore, but he's on house arrest. Yeah, sorry. Oh, Tucker, great, you've gone. Okay, great. And BBC, okay, you've gone. Great. Okay, and now, Candice, you're going. Okay, great. Anyone else? Joe Rogan, anyone else want to go and interview Andrew Tate for him to sit in a tight top and go, yeah, I'm a man. Like, it's totally cool. Like it's great, and I love that everyone's hearing about him, and I totally support him exposing the bastards that run this crazy thing we call life. But I just think it's funny, all these people rock up. Now it's my turn to interview Andrew Tate. Now it's my turn to get some easy clicks. I don't know. There's just sometimes I'm like, you know how it is. People who are in front of cameras, they want to get numbers and they want to get clicks, right? And they want to get the most numbers because they look at them. How many hits did it get? How many views did it get? How many this did it get? And that's Tucker, that's everybody. They all want those numbers. This got 8 million views in 2 days. Oh, get me. And then I can't help but feel there's real shit going on that people should be putting their time to, right? So, a migrant hotel in Clonelly, or the ULEZ protest, or someone who's struggling with something and needs their thing highlighted. That's the frustration I feel, honestly. I understand that interviewing Andrew Tate gets you 8 million views in 2 days. I feel that when you have that platform, you have a responsibility to tell real stories that matter to you, but they have to matter to you. But maybe I'm being an old prude, old bastard. So I didn't share that view because I didn't. Right, what would you like to talk about? Dan Wootton. Oh, Amanda Holden and Tate. How funny was that? I loved it. I'm with Andrew Tate. Can I tell you about Andrew? I've told you about Amanda Holden before, haven't I? This is us in the pub now. I've told you about her before. No? Okay, let me tell you. So I've met her on a few occasions in my former life when I was not invisible. And she, in real life, hold on, I can even draw you a drawing because I have my pad of things. Look, I've got my important... I love this clipboard so much. Sometimes I walk around the supermarket with it. Absolutely no reason whatsoever. It just keeps people the fuck away from me because they think I'm going to ask them something or ask them a question. So that is actually a top tip for life. If you don't want to engage with anyone because frankly you're not in the fucking mood because it's rained for about 35 days onto the straight, it's school holidays, you hate your own kid, you hate your own life, and you're pretty sure, you know, you're smelling, but you really can't be asked to shower even. Walk around with a clipboard. No one talk. They think you're going to ask them a survey, especially if you put this face on as you walk around. Like sort of as if you're about to engage with them, and they look at you, they see that you've got the clipboard and the about to engage face, and they just go, what fuck, and they run the other direction. Maybe so if you get fucker earrings and a clipboard, it's how I go about the place anyway. So this is the drawing of Amanda Holden. Yeah, no, try it tomorrow. Try it. Clipboard and a face that looks like, you know, who are those annoying fuckers that work for charities? They're like, can I just talk to you a moment about the World Wildlife Fund? Can I just tell you about the World Wildlife? Can I stop you? And they've got a fucking lanyard on, haven't they? Can I just tell you about Greenpeace? No, fuck off. I'm trying to get to TK Maxx. Fuck off. No, I don't care about the whales. Can I just take a moment to tell you about the polar bears? No, fuck off. I'd rather have a McDonald's. So this is what Amanda Holden looks like in real life. Hold on. I'm just giving her some legs. What should we do with her badge? Make it really droopy. Okay, there's her arms. So then her forehead is really big. Her eyes go up at the side in this direction. I put some arrows on there. Her nose is a bit odd. And then these bits here are really weird. So they've been filled. And then the lips are nutter as well. Oh, and she's got some hair. But the hair is all extensions and weirdness. So in real life, Amanda Holden looks like this. And I think that's fair and flattering, if I'm honest. And I like in real life, I look like this. Right. So, like, it's not like a woman, like, criticises someone going, look at me, I'm so beautiful. Not at all. I look like I fell out the fucking ugly tree and hit every branch on the way down. I'm just saying that, as my experience as this person, she looks like this. So, yeah, this isn't, she doesn't really have hair. This is just like broken strands. But then she has these huge things she puts on. What are they called? Toppers, aren't they? So she has wigs and toppers. Yeah, these eyes are weird. So they go... And the thing with these people is, so yeah, they're literally like this angle. And the thing is, they have faces now that when they're on camera, they still look like, oh, she looks good, she looks good. But in real life, you go, what the fuck is that? And then this thing here, the head bit, is like a big thing, like a moon face, and then the body is like... So they honestly look like you could put... I could put my hand like that around Amanda Holden's body. Just give it a little lick. Oh. Nicole Scherzinger is similar as well, except Nicole Scherzinger is like this, but she's had bigger tits put on. So Nicole Scherzinger is more or less the same, but just with longer extension. But these two things here, they are literally, those aren't quite the same size, are they? They literally have made them look a little bit like Chelsea buns. But on Nicole Scherzinger, these two, her norks literally are funk, funk. Like, I don't know who put them on. But they stuck them high and tight. Okay, good, super. We've got 2 minutes left. So let's have a listen to what you guys have to say. Megan is 42 today. Yeah. Get stripy zebra twat. I'm so beautiful with my shoulders out. Do you know, I was thinking the other day, I don't actually think she ever had kids. Don't know why I'm saying that. Just, something's not right there. She doesn't seem like she's had kids, and I can't put my finger on it. Views on Just Stop Oil, I'm done, aren't you? I'm done. I'm done with talking about them. I'm done with them getting footage of them. I'm done with people arguing with them. I'm done with people turning up at Greenpeace arguing with them. I'm done with them dressing the Prime Minister's house in black sheets. What would have happened, do you think, if me and anybody else who was not pro forcing the state injectable. What would happen? How long do you think I would last trying to cover the Prime Minister's house in black cloth? Even if I recruited experts, technical experts to do it and did it in a sophisticated manner, how close do you think I would get to the Prime Minister's house? How long would it be before... Would you be allowed to carry out that procedure if you were us, one of us, stand in the park? People... We can't even protest a 15-minute city or talk about it without... You saw me in Oxford, maybe. Pelotons of police officers on shit mountain bikes. The bloody cavalry came when we were just stood in Oxford without a sound system. But these F-tards get to be on top of the house of a Prime Minister. Oh, please. Please. If you imagine that happens by chance, you're off your effing rocker. The ocean's hotter. I don't even want to talk about it. All I care about right now is getting some sunshine for ordinary British people who, quite frankly, hate their own kids. It's all very well. You have kids because you think it's a great idea. There's a point in the summer holidays where you're like... And no one can admit it. No one can say, I really hate the fact that I had kids. Because you can't say it. And you might not mean it tomorrow, but on that particular moment you do. I saw a couple today at the park and both their little kids were screaming. I just looked over at them with a sympathetic face. We want the sun. We do. We've had enough. This country currently, I don't want to go all Holly Willoughby on your ass like, oh, what did she start off with? Are you okay? Are you okay? But frankly, none of us are very okay at the minute because this is shit burgers, you know. This is shit burgers in a friggin' stale bun, isn't it? And honestly, the last thing you need is kids. I'll say it. Yeah, I'll say it. Yeah, I can say it. I mean, I'm all right actually because mine are grown up. But like for people who've got kids, terrible. It's much easier when you're pregnant. And when you look back, like when you're pregnant, you think, oh, I can't wait for this to be over. Like you've got piles. Oh, I've got a story about a pile for you. We'll have to save that for next week. You've got piles, you've got this thing, your fanny feels like it's dropping out as you walk along. All of this stuff, you've got ankles like this. You've got ankles like Lizzo. And you're like desperate for this to be out. And then like cut to 5 years on, 2 screaming kids. One of them's just shit itself. And one of them's crying because they haven't got something, even though they've got everything they could ever need. And you're just like, oh, will you just fuck off? I would love more parents to do that. That's why they serve alcohol in the slushies at the local entertainment park. Just to take the edge off. All of the parents at the entertainment park up the road are twatted. Off their tits. It's the only way they can cope. And this is the stuff no one talks about. This is the real stuff. This is the stuff that no one will say. I'll say it. Because I don't need to be liked. I don't need a job. I'm not paid by anyone. So fuck it. Anyway, are we all good? Dan Wootton. Oh golly, we'll have to save him for next time. Yeah, let's save him for next time. Or let me tell you this one little soupçon. When I worked with him in a superior position to him, and of course I've also been a Daily Mail columnist, but I wasn't ever suspended. And my column was the best read column at Mail Online. But anyway, whenever Dan Wootton got upset or there was trauma in his life, that could be anything from like, I don't know, not getting on TV, he would overeat to the point that he would put on like a stone overnight. So you'd see him one day and he'd be like normal podgy, and then you'd see him the next day and he'd be like Lizzo, like there was a lot of Dan Wootton, like overnight. And you'd be like, you all right, Dan? And me and the girls would be like, I think Dan's got issues. Okay. I better not say any more because, because it's past. It's gone past. I'm 4 minutes over. Will I ever be allowed back onto mainstream media? Do you know, it's getting to the point where I'm getting harder to ignore. And honestly, I couldn't go back to mainstream on any show that there currently exists. But if there was ever a show, you know, where I was really allowed to do this with a live audience and we were just chatting, then that, yeah, that I would do that. But I wouldn't go on any shows that currently exist because they're all, and I don't mean to be anti, but they're all a fraud, you know. So yeah, it would have to be our own thing. Maybe that day yet will come. Okay, my loves, thank you so much for joining me. I'm sorry I've taken 4 more minutes of your time. Please, I know it's shit. I really know it's shit. And it is okay to say, do you know what, I'm fucked off with this. Like, you don't have to pretend to be okay. You don't have to post pictures of your kids looking happy. Post pictures of your kids being dickheads, crying their eyes out with you going, fucking shut up. Or when you go into your bathroom, you shut the bathroom door, and behind your bathroom door, you go like this to your own family, right? Fuck off. It's all right. Everyone does it. Just not many people say. Okay, keep going. That's all. And I'll see you same time, same place next week here at the Katie's Arms, where everybody is welcome.